Alright, we're recording again.
Hello.
Welcome back to Metroid Fusion, YouTube audience. Right now, we have to deal with the fact that the power has gone out in the BSL station. I accidentally used a power bomb. I
Whoops.
did not mean to do that. But yeah, speaking of power bomb Ridley...
Oh, hi.
Oh, funny thing I want to share with you. You know how, uh, you know how the original Metroid didn't have a save system on the NES? It had a password system.
Yes.
One of those passwords that I love to death, uh, is called, is Engage Ridley, motherfucker.
Wait, what?
Yeah, one of the passwords for the original NES Metroid is literally Engage Ridley, motherfucker.
Like, just is it like MF or is it just like straight
No.
up?
Straight up motherfucker.
Oh my fucking god!
And you wanna know what it does?
What?
On the original NES cartridge, it would put you at the starting screen of the game with pretty much nothing, and it only locked you on that screen, and it caused screen wrap. Like you were locked into the if you went off the screen to the left, you would come back on screen on the right. Pac-Man syndrome kind of thing.
Yeah. Or original Mario Brothers.
Original Mario Brothers. That's what Engage Ridley motherfucker did on the original NES. In subsequent re-releases, though, it was more likely to just straight up crash whatever it is that you're playing on emulation.
What?
And in fact, if you were playing it on the 3DS Virtual Console at the time, it would just straight up crash your game, and had a non-zero chance of bricking your 3DS.
Oh no.
Not a huge chance, but non-zero.
Yeah.
But another one that I really like...
That's terrifying.
Yeah. But another one that I really like is... Mother Brain fucking toast. What that did is that... I don't remember where... It put you in Torian, in the last area of the game. And when it did that, what it would do is that when you would go to fight Mother Brain, you'd go to encounter Mother Brain, all the stuff was gone, like all the stuff blocking her would be gone, and you just have, and she'd already be dead. This is because, but I'm trying to remember everything it did, but one thing that I know it did is that when you got to the ending, past Mother Brain, you would automatically be locked into the worst possible little ending screen of Samusino, pretty much like turning away, crying into her arms because, you took so long to do it. You got the worst ending. Therefore, Samus didn't get paid.
Oh, rip.
But the thing is, the reason for that is because the game, due to the game's tick values, it would, due to tick value for counting how much time had passed to get to that, it's not so much like actual like timer, it's amount of in-game ticks.
Yeah.
When that happens, when you got to that point, basically the tick number had become so huge. I'm trying to remember it exactly. I don't know the exact number of ticks the game thinks had passed, but essentially it was 43 quadrillion years. The game thinks the universe, died, was reborn, and then died again, and was reborn. All on, all in one go. Anyway, we're fighting a boss now.
A big-ass robot spider.
Oh, not a robot. Just a regular-ass spider. Well, alien parasites. Oh. Alien parasite clone of a spider. It's Yakuza!
I'm too used to fucking you playing Mega Man.
This is Yakuza X. Yeah, this is it. This is the Japanese mafia. This is what Kazuma Kiryu looks like underneath his disco suit. Yeah, sadly he's not. Well, yeah, what you actually see whenever he takes off his shirt in game is sadly an illusion. He's not actually a ripped as hell Japanese silver fox. He's a giant flipping ninja spider.
I don't remember which game it was, but like I remember seeing a clip. One of my favorite things to ever come out of the Yakuza games was how you could give them I think it's cat slippers, and then they go meow every time you walk. There's some guy running around in different businesses buying up the entire strip wearing cat slippers. If I remember right, that was the clip that I saw exactly.
Gotta respect Kazuma Kiryu. The ex-Yakuza fucking hitman who supports the local businesses and hates corporations.
Really based.
And respects women.
He would be an ally.
He is. Like, straight up, there's a side quest in one of the games where he's talking to a woman that he had to help for, like, a completely unrelated reason. She's like, oh, I'm just surprised you managed to help a little old lady out, especially... Basically, she kind of very heavily implies, but never directly says, that she's a trans woman. He's like, hey, you're a woman, end of discussion on that. I saw you needed help, that's why I did it.
Pretty based. Also, good news. The Dacia Sandero. No, is my dress, my Halloween dress is dealing with customs stuff in New York now. So, hopefully it'll be here soon. It says like arriving between the 18th and the 20th, but not the 18th, the 14th and the 20th. But I have a feeling that it's going to be here before that, and God, I hope so.
We gotta deal with the SAX again.
Ah, boy.
Damn it! No! Are you ready to fight the Mafia again?
God damn. I'm curious, did you ever have a favorite Muppet character?
No.
Damn.
Well, I just kind of like them all.
Fair.
And I need... Yeah, I'm gonna pause this for the YouTube recording so you don't have to deal with it again. We'll be back after I beat the spider peoples. I hope you enjoy this boss music, because it's the last time you're gonna be hearing it.
That's the hope, isn't it?
That's the hope. But yeah, like, in-game, if you don't fuck up like I did, this actually is the last time you hear this specific boss track. You only really hear it, at least I think it is, we might hear it again for the box fight. There we go. We're back. And just to make sure... There we go. Now we got the space jump.
What's the space jump do, by the way?
Pretty much infinite jumping.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, the space... I mean, for the most part. In the 2D games, it's always the infinite spinning jump. Like, as long as you got the rhythm down, you can go as high as you want. And jump for as long as you want. Whereas in the 3D games, in the Prime games, they turn it into essentially just a double jump. Because, you know, being able to ascend infinitely in a 3D space, kind of broken. Alright. I'm gonna... Okay, this is what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to run in here and hide. I was just trying to ball out last time.
Fair.
Because I've done it before. I just wanted to ball out. But yeah, now that we've got past that part with SAX, we can now continue exploring the tropical little section. In the jungle, the mighty jungle.
The lion sleeps tonight.
And what we need to look for... Wait. There we go. Power bombs! You know what the funny thing is? In Fusion, you get so many power bombs. In Prime, though, it feels like you never have enough. I think you max out at like 6 or 7.
Yeah, that's one thing that I notice with some games is that the upgrades don't seem like they do enough.
It all depends. Like, there's ones where it's like, it doesn't feel like the upgrades do enough, or you just don't have enough. Like, for this one, the next boss we're going for is... I don't remember what it's called. But we're getting the plasma beam next.
Oh yeah.
I think it's supposed to be like a... I think it's supposed to be like a fucked up chorizo chorizo mixed with some kind of spore spawn thing.
Yeah.
And now... Plasma beam. Just gotta keep shooting the laser jello. Give me that laser!
Bringing back a dead meme of she's a firing laser.
No, I was doing...
Wow. No, I'm bringing back the bad meme.
Ah. God, I remember that. I was in middle school when that was a big thing.
I just kind of like remember that being like just always like an internet thing. So like I don't know if I ever like remember like a time whenever like that was like, oh, this is the new thing. You know?
I do.
Pepperidge
Pepperidge Farm remembers. Pepperidge Farm remembers what you did last summer. And we've begun work on the second row, on our second row of E-tanks.
Pretty based. Also, I don't know if you saw, but I ended up playing Minecraft with Vicky very fucking late at night.
I did not see.
Because like I had texted her earlier yesterday, and was like, "Hey, would you be interested in coming to one of my places?" Uh, and she was like, "Sure." I just got like D&D in like 2 hours, and I'm like, "Oh, don't worry, I was gonna take a nap."
Ah.
And then I hung out with you guys, and uh, pretty soon after her, she was like, we ran a little long, but I'll be ready eventually. And it's like, okay, cool.
Ah. Oh, now we get to go back to the Arctic sector. We get to go back to the cold.
Allow me to break the ice.
We get to fight a boss that that made its debut in this game and did come back for another game. Sadly, that other game was Other M.
Yeah.
We're going after the Nightmare. Did you ever play Other M? Like, what's your history with Metroid?
I so with the first game I had bought it on the 3DS Virtual Console, and
The original Metroid?
yeah, and I didn't know what the fuck to do, and I was, a child, so I didn't know what the fuck. I just knew about this game series called Metroid, and was like, oh, like I heard this is good, so like, well, I'll start at the beginning. I didn't know what to do.
No one does. Yeah, the original Metroid was very much a guide game. Like, you just kind of went around shooting pretty much everything that moved. And even a lot of things that didn't, like walls.
Yeah, I get you.
Alright. But yeah, we're going after the Nightmare now, and it's been fucking ripping the place apart. And we gotta go into the water. Yay!
Yay.
Or not. Wait.
Also,
I'm remembering. I remember what to do.
they're beginning to believe.
I'm beginning to remember.
Also, one thing. Okay, here's one thing that okay. This is my little rant on James Cameron's Avatar. I feel like it would work so much fucking better following various clans of Navi as a TV show. More than just some random white guy who is now inhabiting the body of a Navi.
Okay, I know what you're getting at, but my brain wanted to make a joke of the Real Housewives of Navi.
Fuck you. God damn it.
I'm hysterical, and we all know it. I'm the funniest person in every room all the time.
Even if Robin Williams was in that room.
Are you kidding? I mean, it's not. Okay, this is gonna sound fucking mean. It's not hard to be funnier than a dead man.
Wow. I mean, the implication would be hidden, like, what if somehow he was alive, also in that room?
Yeah, if he were alive, then he'd absolutely wipe the floor with me in any sort of comedy contest kind of thing.
Yeah.
But now I'm just imagining like a stand-up bit of just like someone's like doing a thing and they look over like it's a competition and and the person they're doing the comedy bit with is literally fucking dead. And I don't know why, but that is just funny to me.
There's definitely a way to make that work with proper editing and timing.
Yep.
I'm forcing Mushy to give me attention.
Bother that cat. Now we get to fight the gravity manipulator well, not quite yet. We have to do a thing real quick. Gotta get another energy tank. And now we fight the gravity manipulator robot. It has its own unique theme. Okay, I'm looking over at Twitch. It's just rising up as a solid color, but you can't see it. The way it's actually appearing on in gameplay is that it was showing up as it was rising up. It was flashing transparency to give the appearance of facing through the stuff.
Right. I assume it was just like for some reason like the way that it was like flashing. I assume it just wasn't vibing with anything.
And it's dead. Yeah, its face was melting.
Oh.
Yeah. It was called Nightmare, not mostly because of its fucking face. And if you want to see a real fucking nightmare, look up how it look up how it looked in Other M.
Other M. No, that's Mother M. No.
Mother M.
Ew, I hate them.
And the sounds it fucking makes.
I can imagine. If it looks like that, I can only imagine that he has a beautiful singing voice.
Try and describe how you think it sounds.
Various forms of screeching.
Imagine pitch shifted, gargling, almost drowning baby cries.
Wow, I hate that.
It's one of, if not, it's the third best fight in Other M. It is the third best boss fight in Other M. Right behind Fantoon and Ridley.
If I remember right, wasn't people's issues with Other M just like the story shit, like, and like generally like gameplay stuff was okay?
Gameplay was fucking great. It was the
Yeah,
story itself that got people real fucking upset.
and also that she fucking talked to herself so much.
It wasn't just the fact that Samus was talking to herself, it's kind of the way it's the way she was talking and the way she Samus was very passive in Other M
Whack.
and very much submissive in a way.
No. I mean, like, how the fuck can someone look at Samus and think that she would be anything other than a very tall, a dominant woman?
Oh, it gets worse.
She's straight, isn't she?
She's got a weird parental fixation thing with her former commanding officer, Adam Malkovich.
I'm not liking where this is going. I hate to ask. In what way?
In the way that when he was her commanding officer, he was the only one who referred to her in any way as a woman. Like, every time there was... Because she was known for kind of doing her own thing on a mission. She'd get it done, but, being in what was essentially the army portion of the Galactic Federation, she's not... Samus isn't good at taking orders.
Yeah.
And essentially, Adam would almost derogatorily be like, any objections, lady, when get on mission briefings.
Oh boy.
And it was like a weird... Like, they acknowledge in-game that it was more of a weird respect kind of thing. Like, he was Like, I don't get it. I don't fully get it myself.
Yeah. Maybe it made more sense in Japanese. Who fucking knows?
Maybe, but again, I'm not entirely sure. All I know is that no one really liked it. And it was... So you mentioned before, like, there was one of those games. You mentioned before, or I can't remember which game it was, but there was a game that you mentioned at some point where it's either a game or a movie where the voice director didn't speak English.
Oh yeah, that was for Sonic Adventure 1.
Yeah, Metroid Other M was the same way, but somehow worse.
The fuck?
I do not remember what to do now. Like, I'm drawing blanks. I can't remember what direct... Okay, I think I need to go this way later. But not quite yet.
Gotcha.
But yeah, Other M had a lot of fucking issues in its story, in its characterization of Samus. Like, it just didn't sit well with anyone. The gameplay was the only thing people were okay with. Because it was Team Ninja. You know, the Dead or Alive guy. They weren't just the Dead or Alive guys, they were the Ninja Gaiden guys.
Oh, hell yeah.
And that's what people were really like. And like the gameplay for Other M, really good. The writing itself just wasn't, and again, they made like weirdly passive, weirdly submissive, to the point where you know how tall Samus is, right?
Yeah, isn't she like 6 something?
Like 6'3" minimum.
Yeah. And also sometimes that she has like base basically heels on. Thanks, Cat, for ripping out my fucking ears.
So so on average more 6'6".
Yeah. Kind of like kind of a Bayonetta type of deal, you know.
Yep. Every fucking
In...
man in that game is head and shoulders taller than her.
Can I just kill them? And by them, I mean Nintendo.
And here's the thing, like, the very next Metroid, here's the thing, people were, the reception to Other M was so bad, people genuinely thought it killed the franchise.
Because it
Because
went on hiatus for a while, didn't it?
the very next game we got for Metroid was Federation Force on the 3DS.
Yeah, I getcha. And I assume that one wasn't very well perceived either, because I hear like nothing about it.
It wasn't received well at launch because people wanted another Metroid Prime game, and the one we got was what amounted to a spin-off where you don't even play as Samus.
Ew.
It was a spin-off where you play as Galactic Federation soldiers in what they were saying, what in-game were supposed to be sort of the Federation's own take on copying Samus's suit.
I feel like I'm getting getting Doom 3 vibes.
Doom's.
Basically, that's the one where you don't play as the character that would become the Slayer.
Yeah, it was just classic Doom guy. Like, but here's the thing: like, doesn't Doom Eternal like acknowledge it as like at least partially canon?
Not Doom 3, Doom 1 and 2.
Then what?
Doom 3 is a separate universe.
Oh, that's the way.
A UAC soldier in Doom 3, and it's much more focused on horror, less you're not afraid of them, they're afraid of you.
Yeah.
They're much less focused on that. It's much more focused on you're just a fucking human and you have armor on. Deal with it.
And a cube that can just fucking rip the fabric of the universe apart.
Yeah. Doom 3 is much more the vibe of what Lucy likes. And I'm more vibe with Eternal in the sense of you are the strongest thing on this fucking planet. It's kind of like I guess power fantasy, basically just like stress relief.
Yeah. Yeah, Federation Force is on the ground, not a bad game. It's a mission-based, multiplayer, kind of almost team-based mission shooter. Because like when you're playing multiplayer, everyone's kind of has to have a role that they build for. Who's going to be the missile guy? Who's going to deal the elemental damage? Who's going to carry all the healing items?
Yeah.
And on the ground, that's a pretty interesting idea. The problem is when they were... It's not the fact that it came out, it's the timing that it came out. Because it came out on the heels of Nintendo putting their foot down on AM2R. Which was otherwise known as another Metroid 2 remake. It was...
Oh, cool.
Yeah. And people were really excited for that. And I will say that this was back when Nintendo was mostly cool about that kind of thing. Where it's like, they would... Like, when it came to all the different ROM hacks and fan games, they would give it a few days in order to kind of let it cook. Like, let people enjoy it for a few days, then pull the plug to save face with the legal department. That's how it worked. Yeah. Whereas, when it came to... Wait, is this... That's the way I gotta do it, and I remember. But yeah, it was hot off the heels of them putting their foot down on another Metroid 2 remake. Again, people weren't very happy about that because it was... They knew it was being worked on for years, like, I think well over a decade at that point.
Oh, damn.
And, you know, they put their foot down on it, and only for the next Metroid thing that they put out being what's essentially just a spin-off. People weren't too happy about that.
Yeah.
Like, people were really, really not happy about that.
Real quick, this is a little bit of a sidebar. I love this one line from one of the Lego Star Wars, like, shorts thing that they did, where no shortcuts in becoming a Jedi. How long did he drain on Dagobah? Like 20 minutes? I mean, like, when people complain about a certain woman character and be like, oh, you worked none of it. The fucking... Your idol is a guy who did, like, nothing, and it completely ignored everyone trying to teach him something.
Yep. Alright, we've just got our new upgrade, the diffusion missiles.
Diffusion? I thought this game was Fusion.
Alright, now we get our next objective.
Yes, Mushy.
Okay, so here's the thing. The robot here, the game... Here's the thing that kind of... And here's another thing people don't like about Other M. It retroactively makes Adam in this game worse.
Well, sorry. I am listening, but like I looked at Kat and I meowed at her. Sorry.
Yeah.
So it makes Adam worse.
Because what we learned about Adam in this game, because this is where we got our information on him. It retroactively makes him worse because it kind of builds up the idea, like in this game, it's from what Samsa said, he was a tough but fair commanding officer that actually respected Samus's his knowledge and acknowledged Samus's knowledge and skills, and therefore kept her around and respected her, even well after she left the Federation to pursue a private career as a bounty hunter. And it's implied that sometime after that, there was something happened, sometime between between her leaving and Metroid 1, that led to Adam sacrificing himself, giving his life to, if not save her, then to save other people on a mission. The way it builds it up is that Adam was a strong, fair, understandable authority figure who knew when to, lay on the wire.
Yeah.
Then Other M comes around and just turns him into a fucking jerk. Who basically tells Samus, you're not allowed to use any of your own weapons and equipment until I tell you to. The only good thing he does in that game is how he dies. He finds out that the bottle ship in Other M is where the Federation was, surprise cloning Metroids to make into weapons. And they managed to breed out the weakness to the ice beam that the baby Metroids had.
Fuck. Yes, let's get rid of their weakness, because that'll make it a good idea.
Yeah, and you know what the funny thing is? The baby Metroids, their only weakness is the ice beam, just because they are mostly jelly. As they get older and evolve, since they become more, more muscular, more crab-like, more, lizard-esque, and they get less of that gelatinous body, they resist the ice beam more and more, and become more of a... Their whole thing is less ice and more concussive force.
Fair.
They managed to get rid of the ice weakness in the babies because why not? And
because fuck you.
Because they wanted to make weapons. And basically to keep Samus, and the whole thing at that point, a clone of Ridley is running around causing chaos in the bottle ship. And Samus is literally the only person in the fucking galaxy that can stand a chance to fight Ridley in a one-on-one fight. So Adam pretty much goes into where their where the bottle ship was doing the main Metroid breeding and hatching. Goes in there and activates the self ejection and destruct sequence in that section. Basically blows a bunch of stuff up, and the security thing ejects it from the rest of the ship, and then it blows up to prevent biological breakouts and stuff. Did not work because fun fact, the entire reason anything happens on the BSL ship is because they tried to do a thing and it failed and it broke out and they cloned Mother Brain. Because basically the whole thing was just the space pirates might not have been able to control the Metroids, but we can't control them either. Wait a second. When you hear about a psychic super weapon that can control, energy-sapping space jellyfish with teeth and a hunger for anything with an electrical signal in their body, which is every living thing.
Yeah.
And has a particularly bad habit of either backstabbing people or just straight up ignoring orders, what do you think would be the best thing to do when you find out that thing was destroyed?
What?
If you guessed clone it and try to make it nice, and then fail miserably because you're a terrible mother.
The fuck?
You're the Galactic Federation dickhead that was in charge of that whole project to begin with. Like, genuinely, everything about Other M is just infuriating. Because the only reason the plot can happen is if literally everyone in it is a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna end off this part of the YouTube recording on that note, so that way we can get to the next one. Bye, YouTube audience. I'll be back with more Other M slander tomorrow.